Good morning. Say good morning.
Good morning.
We are going on a hike today, but we are starting the day in the very best way possible with a bagel and some cream cheese and also some coffee, because we stopped at Aftershock this morning because that's kind of what you have to do when you need coffee.
It's true.
Before a hike. So fueling up, we're gonna go out to the Eagle River Nature Center. Yeah,
You got it right.
Yeah, and then I guess there's a bunch of like loops that you can hike out there, so we might do more than one depending on how we're feeling. But I think with this, I think I'm gonna be good for the day, or at least until lunchtime. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
We came to Barnes & Noble because Adam wants to get a newspaper. I'm staying in the car to eat my bagel because it looks like this. It's so beautiful. I've said it before and I mean it every single time. No one does blueberries like Alaska does. So, blueberry bagel, cream cheese, it's perfect. If you are wondering why we are at Barnes & Noble for Adam to get a newspaper, it's because an Alaskan won a gold medal yesterday in swimming. It was the women's 100-meter breaststroke. Lydia Jacoby is from Seward. She's 17 years old, and I guess her parents moved like their entire family to Anchorage right after COVID, just so she could be closer to a pool that they could use. And I think it's really cool that she won, and I guess Seward is just blowing up and everybody's really happy. And there was a video that we watched last night, and it was like a live stream of the gymnasium in Seward, of the citizens of Seward watching her swim and win, and it was really moving. It was really exciting. So we're here because he wants to see if there's like a headline on the newspaper, and if there's not, there should be. But anyway, it was really exciting to happen yesterday. So we're here for a newspaper, and then we're gonna go out to the Eagle River Nature Center. I think it's like a 45-minute drive. Maybe that's overestimating it. I don't know. Anyway, I'll show you when we get there. He got it. Is it everything you hoped it would be?
I really love it. It's really fun.
That's really cool.
Uh-huh.
All right, we made it to the end of the road. Literally, the road ends here with the Nature Center. And you can see, that's the road. We parked the car, and this is the Nature Center. It's closed today. We're supposed to pay like a $5 parking fee, but since they are working today, like on the exterior of the building, and we can't go in, no parking fee, so free parking. So we're gonna go for a hike. You ready?
Let's go.
Woo-woo. So there's a bunch of trails. Adam is pulling up the All Trails app on his phone, and he's gonna tell me which one we're gonna take.
So I think we're gonna do the Albert Loop Trail. It's 3 miles.
This one.
Yep.
That one. Show me on the map. What's it look like?
So the Albert Loop Trail is, yep, exactly.
This one?
Yep, so it'll take us down by the river. There's another one we can do, I think it's the Rodak Loop, which is just like kind of a real short. I feel like this one will be a little bit better.
Cool. I'm excited. we made it back to the nature center. Honestly, not my favorite hike. It wasn't really all that hard. It was pretty flat. There were some roots in some places. We had to take a bypass because part of the trail was flooded, so they had a bypass trail ready for us, but it was kind of boring. We didn't get to see a whole lot. It was just like a walk through the woods, which was pretty, but not my favorite hike here in Alaska. I think there's one we want to do down in Seward or near Seward. It's by Exit Glacier or to Exit Glacier or something, and I really want to do that one. Not sure when we'll do it, but anyway, that's something I'd like to do sometime. Adam and I have really tried to like prioritize hiking this summer. We kind of planned to do a hike every week. I don't think we did one last week. Kind of was feeling bad last week because of like the rib thing, but getting back into it today was a little more difficult than I had anticipated, but I'm okay. I'm a little bit sweaty, but I'm really happy. We went like 3¼ miles today, which was nice, but yeah, just not the prettiest hike. Not the, you know, most views. Anyway, I liked it. I think we're gonna go back to Anchorage now. Not sure what we're gonna do, but I think there's gonna be beer. I'm excited, I'm really happy. This was nice, but I'm ready to get back in the car and head back to Anchorage now. We're actually stopping at Walmart first because there's a new series of mini brands that came out and Adam wants to see if they're here. But first, I want to tell you about these things. These are called Buggy bands and they're like bug repellent, like really super stretchy. You can put them on your wrist or on your ankles. I prefer the ankle just because I don't like things on my wrist except for my watch, so there you go. But I do think they actually worked. We did spray with bug spray that we actually keep in the car now, but I think these helped too, so that was nice. I liked having those on. We got what we went in for, sort of. We got Series 2, not Series 3, but
still pretty happy.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We're pulling into King Street. This is the first time I've been here this summer, and boy have I missed this place. Alright, we made it inside. We've ordered. They've got really cool merch in here. I kind of love this wall because it looks like mountains, and I think that's supposed to be like the Northern Lights. I just think it's so cool in here. I love their light fixtures in here. They're funky. You can see their like brew room in there. But this is the flight. Okay, so they do 4 or 7, and I'm not sure why it's 4 or 7, but they do 4 or 7, and obviously we did 7. And it's $11, I think, for like 7 little tasters. It's a really great deal. It really is. It's a great deal. Also, Adam left. I'm not sure where he went, but I'm gonna get started tapping these on Untapped. Okay, so I got a cherry squeeze, a grapefruit squeeze. They're dark sour, Abbey Road. This one's called a Hellas. They've got a salted caramel stout and then a coffee stout. So exciting. And they all look really, really good. I wasn't gonna vlog my lunch because it's also like 4:15, so it's basically dinner, but I'm hungry. And this looks sort of like soup. But last night for dinner, Adam made enchilada casserole. And I made like a jalapeno popper casserole dip kind of thing. It was like a layer dip that we baked, and it was so good, and I put it on top of the casserole last night for dinner. And the jalapenos I got are a little bit spicy, so there's some additional like cream cheese in there, but this is so good. So I wanted to show you. I'm having spicy, it's also keto, enchilada casserole. So this is dinner. Yum, 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 yum. All right, we're back out. We're going to Benihana because we want drinks. We ate late. Sherry had a late lunch and so did we. So we're going out for drinks, and you know, we looked at a bunch of places, and this is the place that won because there's no wait. So here we go. We have drinks. Mine has the little wedge of pineapple in it, and it's really cute. And that is a coconut mojito. Yep. That's really pretty. And Sherry is having a hurricane, and it looks delightful. Yum, 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 yum. Drink number 2. Sherry is having another one of what I had because this was so good. And then we've got food coming. We actually only ordered 2 of the 3 rolls on the table, and this one right here with the jalapeno on top was the freebie. from our bartender, which was very nice. It was an accident, he says. I don't know that I believe him. I think he has a crush on me. I'm kidding. Alright, sushi is gone, gyoza is here and nearly gone, and we have chicken fried rice. Because like, this is the best stuff, best part, right, of Benihana, except maybe the drinks, but like, also, this is the weapon of choice. If I had a spoon, it would be that, but I can't eat fried rice with chopsticks. If you can, you're a champion, but I need a fork. Alright, it is a new day. It is now Thursday. Last night we had dinner at a place called Turkish Delight with Sherry's leaving. We're at a gas station and Sherry was here when we pulled up and Sherry's leaving. Here she goes. Anyway, last night we had dinner at a place in town called Turkish Delight where they make Turkish food and it was amazing. And on the way home, we passed by a place called Golden Donuts and they make donuts and we stopped and we got donuts. So I have a donut on my lap this morning and we were gonna stop for coffee, but we have a bucket back there. We're going berry picking, yeah? Blueberry picking?
Yes, that's the goal.
Hopefully. Unless it's, you know, actively raining and disgusting or they're all picked over. Anything could happen, but hopefully we're gonna come home with a bucket full of blueberries. That would be really cool. I guess we're just following Sherry around town because Sherry is 2 cars ahead of us at Aftershock. We're stopping for coffee. We didn't make coffee at home this morning because we were all leaving. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Also, I'm not eating this until I have coffee, so I'm just gonna wait impatiently, sort of like that Dodge over there, just, you know, rev my engine, zoom, zoom, zoom. I want my donut, but I need coffee first, you know what I mean? So this guy over here is like, hey, let's go pick blueberries today. Sounds like fun.
This is the worst.
It's raining. It's a gravel road. I'm convinced he's taking me out to the middle of nowhere to slaughter me and bury my body in the woods. So if you see this video, I made it. There's not much trust here right now.
There's a lot of trust. I promise you there's blueberries. We might
I'm sure there are. This is Alaska. I'm sure there are blueberries. That does not mean that you're taking me to them. On the positive side, my blueberry white chocolate mocha is delicious. And also I was right because I figured it was gonna get worse the higher we went. This guy was like, maybe we'll be able to get on top of it.
It's worth a try.
It's getting worse.
Oh yeah, no,
we can't see the road ahead of us anymore.
It's definitely getting worse.
It's getting worse. So, I think the only blueberries we're gonna see today are the ones in the grocery store because we're going to the grocery store next because I'm making dinner tonight. Adam is working, Sherry is working tonight, so I'm making dinner and it is a surprise dinner. I'm not telling you what I'm making. You guys will know, but they won't know until they start eating. Ha! Anyway,
Rude.
yeah, so probably gonna abandon the berry picking adventure today.
Hold out hope, Auburn. We're gonna get up here and it's gonna be sunny and 80 degrees and no rain. And there's gonna be unicorns prancing on the mountainside, bringing us bushels of blueberries.
I don't have much hope.
I don't either.
It's not even pretty enough to take pictures. It's so foggy. Like, this is not, it's not scenic. It's just a little creepy and kind of scary.
It feels like the setting of a horror movie.
It does.
Very much.
It does. Alright, obviously we have made it to, I mean, not the top, but I guess there is like a ski lodge over here, and you can rent skis there. Not right now because it's not snowing, but that was one heck of a drive. It was bumpy and there were times where I thought we were going to slip literally off the side of the mountain, but we made it. There's not a whole lot to look at up here. There's one car here. It's raining still. It's just gross. We're gonna abandon the berry hunting, berry picking for the day. He's over there vlogging. I did see, and gosh, I can't even see it from here. There's like a lift that takes you up. So it's like a, oh gosh, what's that called? A tram, I guess, that takes you up. But I mean, it's so foggy you can't even see it from where I am. So anyway, I think we're gonna get back in the car, go to the grocery store. I'm gonna do some grocery shopping because I'm making dinner tonight. Adam has to work this afternoon into the evening. Sherry's working all day. I'm gonna go home and do some homework this morning, which kind of works out for me because I'm trying to get some homework done before we go to Barrow. I want to get everything done, but you know, if it's due for the week before we go. That worked for me when we did Juneau and Skagway, and so I'm gonna try to do that again this time. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna make like a chicken Alfredo kind of thing, but I don't want them to know. It's gonna be a surprise, and he's trying to trick me into telling him what I'm making for dinner. I'm not telling him that. So I'm gonna make him wait in the car while I go to inside the grocery store. But yeah, it's cold, it's rainy. I'm glad I'm wearing a jacket. It's just kind of gross, and honestly, I wouldn't want to berry pick in this even if it wasn't raining, even if it was warmer, just because the visibility is so low. I wouldn't be able to see bears until they were like right on me, and if we're picking blueberries, I'm sure there's a risk of the bears being there, and so I just don't want to, you know, poke the bear, I guess. I don't want to, you know, risk that. So anyway, back into the car we go, back down the mountain, hopefully safely. All right, we are leaving the area, but there's a moose down there with her baby. Let me see if I can roll down the window. Look how cute! Aww, precious. Now it says authorized personnel, so I don't think we can go down there, but they're so cute. Alright, at the grocery store now, nearly finished with my shopping. I have a spaghetti squash, some asparagus, some fresh basil, heavy cream, and some Parmesan cheese. Because I'm thinking I want to do like a chicken Alfredo with spaghetti squash, because that sounds really good to me. And also, we need a vegetable. I think every Alfredo needs some basil, so now I need to find a birthday card. Alright, I'm not going to talk about who I'm looking for because I don't think they'll have it yet, but this is the card I'm going with. It sparkles and it's a donut in the shape of a Mickey. I think it's perfect. So we just made lunch. Adam is trying to take a thumbnail for his video because this is going to be his cooking video on Sunday. This is not what I'm making for dinner. It's not even close to what I'm making for dinner. This is like cheesy grits with jalapenos and like an onion jalapeno stuff. It's really good. I've had some. It's really yummy. But I'm going to go into my room with my bowl of grits, and I'm gonna do some homework because that is my life as a grad student. I live in here and I'm tied to my computer like 90% of the time. Yeah, no handcuffs, but they're invisible, but they're there. Okay, very flattering lighting here in the kitchen, but yeah, you know that, don't you?
Yes, I definitely know that. It's
really very flattering in here. It is 4:25. I have done some homework. He had a meeting. He also had another meeting that was canceled. So he's home early. He wasn't supposed to be here. I'm making dinner tonight. He knows what it is now because he saw the recipe on my phone. I'm making chicken Alfredo spaghetti squash bake. I found a recipe online, so I'll link to that in the description box. I'm not going to do a recipe card on this one because this is a recipe that is someone else's, and so I'm just going to link to it. You can go find it that way. But it's like 4:30, and so movie is at 7.
Movie's at 7.
Movie's at 7. I don't know if I told you this. We're going to see Jungle Cruise tonight. So we're going to have dinner here and then go watch the movie. I think Desi's going to come to the movie. That's really exciting. So I'm making dinner. He wasn't supposed to be here. I'm gonna make the spaghetti squash bake thing. I think I'll show you how I make it because I can make a pretty killer Alfredo sauce. The secret is cream cheese. I'm just telling you that right now. Like, even if you think you don't need it, you do. So I kind of hid my spaghetti squash on the toaster. I don't know if he knew it was there. Did you know that this was there?
No.
Okay, see, it worked. I tried to hide my ingredients for dinner in odd places in the kitchen, and I think it worked. Anyway, I'm gonna get started cooking. The first step on this is actually something I've never done before. I need to wash it first and then prick it all over with a fork and microwave it for 15 minutes, but like not 15 minutes all at once. You wash it, prick it with a fork, microwave for 5 minutes, rotate, microwave for 5 minutes, rotate, and then you cut it in half. Squash and pumpkins and even watermelons are things I don't like to just like cut in half raw like this because I'm always afraid I'm gonna hurt myself. An electric knife is something that I would like to try on something like this sometime. Usually I just make somebody who's bigger and stronger than I am cut it in half, but we're gonna try the microwave thing with this today because if we, you know, don't like dinner, we can just eat popcorn at the movie and there's not a whole lot writing on this. And also it's like in the recipe is to microwave it, so we'll try it and see how that works because I'm curious, and if you don't try it, you'll never know. So I've just realized that it says pierce the squash all over with the tip of a sharp knife. I used a fork, but basically what it needs is it needs to vent. So this I think is going to be good enough. It's going to go into the microwave for 5 minutes and then a turn, 5 more minutes and then another turn, and then 5 more minutes, and then we'll see where we're at. So say goodbye to this guy for a little bit. Okay. Things have changed. There's bacon in the oven, and he is doing things for me because I don't like touching raw chicken. It grosses me out, okay? I know that that's wimpy, I don't care. When someone says, would you like me to cut that up for you? I say, yes, thank you very much. That's very kind. So, thank you for doing that for me. So, there we go. We're gonna cube this up. The bacon is something that I added just like as a last minute decision. I opened up the fridge and I was like, hey look, bacon, that would be really good in here. So we're baking that. But also, yeah, bake your bacon in the oven. Don't do it on the stove. It's much cleaner this way and it's all like nice and crispy. Don't you think?
I totally agree.
Yep, stovetop is messy and like uneven. I think it's always better when you bake it. So look at that, you're so fast.
Thanks.
I spend most of my time cutting chicken like gagging. Just so gross. Alright, chicken has been diced up and I put it in the skillet with some butter and some salt and no pepper because I just think sometimes black pepper is a little overpowering. Sherry thinks it's spicy sometimes, so I'm not adding that to this. You could if you wanted to, but I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna cook this until it's, you know, not raw chicken anymore. You know, to the point where it doesn't disgust me anymore. Alright, Sherry's home now. Bacon is done. Chicken has finished cooking. I'm about to start the Alfredo sauce. I turned this heat off, but the butter has melted. I'm going to leave the heat way down low on like 3, and then plop in the garlic. I always start low with garlic because you don't want to burn it, especially when you're going to continue to cook on top of the garlic. Always start low with this. And then we're going to add in some cream cheese, some cream, and some Parmesan cheese. Yum. And that's how we're going to make our Alfredo sauce. So we're going to build everything in the skillet now, but we need the garlic to start cooking first because you don't want it to be raw in there. That's just icky. But over here, I have chopped up some basil. Yum, yum. And we've got some asparagus that I'm going to put in there, and I need to work up the spaghetti squash. It cooked in the microwave, which is just weird to me. We'll see how it is. If I open it up and it's gross, then we're just going to have chicken and Alfredo, and I'm kind of okay with that too. So, we'll see what happens, but I'm going to cut into this and see what's inside. Okay, there are pros and cons to this method, and I'm not sure if you're even going to be able to see it because it's so steamy. Okay. It's really soft, and I was able to get the guts out really easy. But when you bake it, you can bake it with butter in it. And you can't do that when you steam it, like in the microwave. So, pros and cons. Good and bad. It was easy. Only took like 15 minutes in the microwave, which was nice. So, there's that. I'm gonna scrape this up. The garlic is going over here. I'm not happy with it yet. I'm gonna let that continue to go for a couple more minutes. Alright, my garlic was getting hot, so I went ahead and I added the cream. And it's nice and like colorful now because it's picking up the color and the flavor from the chicken and the garlic and everything that was in the pan already. So next I'm going to add my cream cheese because I want this to melt down, and when this gets warm I will add the Parmesan, but I don't want to add the Parmesan until the cream cheese is in and hot. Know what I mean? In the meantime, I have shredded my spaghetti squash and it looks delightful. And I've got my asparagus ready to go. So just waiting on the Alfredo to say that it's ready. And then we will start adding everything in before we toss it in the oven for, I think like 15 minutes is how long we're gonna bake this for. Because it doesn't, like, everything's already cooked mostly. So we just need to get it all back together, like hot and happy again. One big happy family. All right, in goes the Parmesan cheese. Let's stir it in. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, honestly, the cheese melted almost instantaneously. The cream cheese is all homogeneous in there. This is the time to taste your Alfredo. If you think it needs salt or pepper or garlic or, you know, more cheese, more cream, now's the time to taste it. You don't want to put it in after you add the chicken or the spaghetti squash because that's just going to make it really difficult to combine thoroughly. You want to do it now at this stage. So I tasted mine. It's pretty perfect. I'm pretty happy with it. It's like silky. So I'm going to add my spaghetti squash and then toss in my chicken. And then I'll pick you guys up again. All right, so chicken, spaghetti squash, and I even added my asparagus in here just, you know, because I thought it should go in with the chicken, and it did, and it looks delicious, smells divine. I'm really excited to eat this. The first is going to go into the oven. I'm going to start with 15 minutes. I'm not baking the bacon a second time. I'm going to cut a couple of these pieces up and crumble it on top, and we'll serve it that way. So we're saving this, but this looks so good. It smells so good. I'm so hungry. Okay, we need to just take a minute and look at it because it looks so good. Okay, now we can eat it. Okay, so I don't think I mentioned, this is actually keto. We're not doing strict keto right now. Wine, but we are doing like a low carb. We're trying to at least, you know, cut out carbs when we can. So spaghetti squash seemed like the answer tonight, and I do have some asparagus on the side. There's some in it, but not a ton, and this is what's left. So there you go. I put some bacon on top and some basil, and I have a fork and a spoon because I'm not sure what's going to be necessary to eat this, but I'm so excited to dig in. Okay, I probably don't need to say this, but dinner was delicious. We're getting ready to go to the movies because the movie starts, Jungle Cruise starts at 7. It is 6:18. We're done with dinner. Missy's on my bed. We made a decision as a group collectively. We are wearing pajamas basically to the movie because so I'm gonna do like a really quick costume change, probably like wash my face. I'm definitely wearing my glasses to the movie. We're gonna be eating popcorn the whole time. I'm gonna put on some sweatpants and a different sweatshirt, and then we're gonna go to the movie. So yeah, there you go. There's your update. Dinner was good. Link to the recipe in the description box of this video. All right, movie is over. We are leaving the theater. Desi did come. Honestly, it was fine. I wouldn't say it was great. Whoa, that's a really bright light. It was fine. It was okay. I'd give it a C+.
That's exactly the grade I'd give it.
C+?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Liked it. Didn't love it. It's not something I would buy on DVD intentionally. I'm trying to get off the escalator without tripping. And I'm wearing Crocs, so I need to be careful. Alright folks, we are back home. It is 10:10 p.m. It's still light outside, but it is time for me to go to bed because tomorrow I have to get the rest of my homework done, and there is some serious work that I need to do. But you know, today was sort of like a full day. You know, we left pretty early, we got coffee, we nearly got stranded on a mountain in the fog and the rain and like loose gravel road. It was kind of a little bit terrifying. And then we saw a mama moose and a baby moose, and then I went to the grocery store and I did some homework, other homework. So much homework to do. I hope you guys had a good time watching this. I have no idea if this is gonna turn out, just because, you know, life is chaotic right now, and so I'm just sharing every wonderful bit of that with you, including and especially all of the chaos. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today. You guys are gonna see me in another video probably soon, I hope. I'm hoping I can vlog the Barrow trip. I don't know, I really have no idea. Anyway, that's gonna be it. You guys will see me later. Bye.